Dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
It's playing.
Let me tell you,
Wow.
you can't make that shit up.
Another one.
Real
Another
deal.
one right
Straight up.
You crazy.
And then there
Hottest
was one.
stories from the world of hip hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the Big Boss Rick Ross.
What up? It's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
Some of those dunks were the most incredible dunks I've ever seen.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and A Dizzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev,
A Dizzle.
Episode.
413.
Appreciate everybody's patience. Appreciate everybody rocking out with us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and always, all your podcast platforms rocking out with your boys. Fellas, how was the week?
Chill, man. Very chill. I feel like the cold bug is just rotating. I start out being sick. About time I get healthy, the baby's sick. About time the baby get healthy, the wife gets sick. About time the wife get healthy, now I'm back sick. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I got the emergency popping, the Theraflu going. It's coming to get me, man.
3-man weave. Y'all got the 3-man weave going on over there.
Pretty much, man. But this has been chill. We've been talking about this NCAA, man. I'm killing shit right now. What's going on?
Oh,
Another undefeated season. We in the playoffs. What next? Is it next week or we got some bowl? We got some bowl games to get
conference championship games, and then we go into the bowl season, into the playoff. I mean, you got guys that was in your conference quitting. I must say I went through a hell of a murderer's row this season. I had 3 user games this season, all of them on the road, and then I have a 4th user game in the conference championship game. So there's some people out here that don't play no user and just coast to their championship game. There's others that got to go through the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to earn this championship one way or another, man. We here.
Yeah,
Go Frogs.
the shit been cool. The league is expanding. So
Yeah.
shout outs to the commissioner. Everybody seemed to be happy in the chat. The league is moving. You took a hiatus for a little bit. Niggas was wondering where you went. Like, niggas was mad. Niggas was in the chat upset. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, man. Niggas be hot when people be out of town. So UCF, aka Pseudo, like he go out of town every weekend. He lived down there in Florida. So him and his lady, they be going, traveling every single weekend. So I take a little mini break for the weekend, and niggas lose they fucking mind killer. Nigga, not only niggas, but niggas that I'm related to. My brother is losing his mind. Like, all right, I know you going out of town, but when you coming back?
Yeah.
All right, when you get back, you advancing. Hey, nigga, you back, ain't you? Why ain't you advance? I just yeah.
It be to the point like 2 p.m. The niggas be like, yo, what's up with the advance? Like, damn, that's working hours. Niggas got jobs, lives.
Yeah, man. So
They be
like
on it.
the craziest shit about it is, so my brother, he works a lot of the time from home. But then part of the time when he's not working from home, he works he has to go like to Portland, he has to go to Oakland and stuff like that. So like he just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna be out of town this day, but I should be back at blah 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 o'clock. So last season when y'all played in the playoff, he got back at 6 a.m. his time, Vegas time, played his game, we advanced, and then y'all played in the conference championship or whatever in the playoff. And I told him, I was like, hey man, have you had any sleep? Have you had anything to eat? He's like, nah, nigga, it's about these sticks. We gotta go get this done. I was like, nigga, y'all niggas is insane. My homeboy, Arizona, Killer B, I done known this dude for decades. It was one of the first people I met at Wright State when I got there as a freshman. He's a principal. This nigga calls me every single day at 7:30 in the morning on his way to work. And then today he called me at like 1 o'clock. I'm like, hello? It's like thinking like it was a pocket dial. It's like, hey, what's up, man? So you advance as soon as you get home. I'm like, bro, shouldn't you be like guiding young minds right now? Like, and then like this how I know. This how I know, like, I know a lot of people that are teachers and stuff like that, and it's just so funny because like you know them on a personal level, and then like they go, be principals and teachers and molding young minds and stuff like that, but they still the same person that they was 20 years ago, man. So it's a fun time, man. It's fun. I love the interaction.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers is crazy about this game, man. I love it though.
Yeah. Nah, but that's been it, man. Just getting these dubs. That's about it.
He does a lot of shit. Does a lot on his shit. I'll go next. So piggybacking on being out of town. So me, the wife, Boo That Man, Reg, and his wife, we all went to go see the Godson play. They were playing at Missouri. So obviously everybody knows he plays for Oklahoma. So this was like a close game that I could go to. A lot of the other games are way out or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm rolling to this one. And like even like a little small piece of me was like, man, I don't feel like making this trip. Little man, I can't even say little man. Big man text me, he's like, Unc, you coming out to my game, right? So I couldn't disappoint. I had to pull up on my guy and see him play some college ball. That drive though. That drive, bro.
It ain't nothing. It's straight 70 nothing. Straight, it's nothing. I already know the drive because that's how I went to Oklahoma. So
how many hours?
It was about 7.5. About 7.5 to get to Columbia, Missouri. Yeah, man. Look, man, I'll say this. I had a report to do for work. So I brought my laptop with me and everything like that. The report took me like 3 hours. I was so happy that I had a report to do because it ate up a lot of time. Like, all right, well, that took a chunk of time out of this. But then on the way back, I watched a movie and watched the Steelers and Commanders game. So I had to watch a 2-hour movie and a 4-hour football game, and we still weren't home.
Son, you didn't do no driving.
No, so shouts out to my brother, RDP, aka Boo That Man.
That's love.
He drove the entire way. The entire way. He's a beast on these roads, man. So I salute him for that, man. It was a real good time. Unfortunately, they lost, but it was still good to see the nephew get out there on the field, make a couple plays. Good to see him in person. He's putting on some weight, getting bigger and stronger and faster. So I can't wait to see him shine, man. So it was a good time going out there. Little road trip. Good times.
Dope.
What about you, Killer?
Well, let's see. We had an election. Let's see. I DJ'd for Trotwood JROTC's 29th annual military ball. That was probably my 4th or 5th one doing. So had that on the docket. Had Veterans Day on Monday. Got to leave work a little early. Got to get some good eats. Got a whole flat tire on Monday. Had to deal with that. Yesterday, what was yesterday? Nothing too crazy. Pretty standard day. Other than that, oh yeah, band. That's right. My daughter had band. I had to go to her band competition. But other than that, man, just same old. Nothing too heavy. Nothing too sad. Nothing too joyful. Just a regular week. So.
I feel it, man. So shoot, everybody's got their week out the way. Let's jump into these topics, man. Jizzle, what's popping in the world of sports? It's a lot.
Shit, I was about to say, man. Let's jump into NBA talk. Y'all check out the NBA Cup. Started last night. Any of those games y'all check out?
Of course.
I saw a little bit of what was I watching on? What was on TV? Not the Boston game. It was.
They had the Warriors versus the
Philly,
Mavericks.
the Philly game.
Okay.
That was Embiid made his debut and played for 4.5 minutes. It looked like he played 27. I mean, he was spent. He was spent early, but them courts don't do no justice, man. I'm not a fan of the courts, but I do enjoy the back-to-backs and the high intensity basketball because we got some decent games out of Cleveland. We got a decent game out of Golden State.
Hawks.
Boston laid a dud with a no Trae Young for Atlanta. So yeah, man, definitely check them out.
What about you, Kev?
Yeah, I've checked out a couple of them. Just on the good old Stream East. Saw the Bucks finally got another win. That was good for them. You know, I'm always rocking with my boy Dame and Giannis, even though Dame didn't play in that game. Saw that crazy ending to the Heat and the Pistons game. One of my favorite coaches. Coach Spo.
We're going to have to talk about the Pistons because they about to make these prices go up. I think they were like 5 and 7 right now. Like,
price of the brick is going up.
I told you this. I told you this might not be the year for the Pistons trip.
I don't know. Yeah, we looking like they looking all right though. They winning games. Cade is looking good. He was getting a few games of triple doubles.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah. When he's healthy, Jaden Ivey looking good. Like they balling.
Yeah.
What else we got? I want to talk about y'all Cavs though, man. Like they going crazy right now. What are they? 12-0.
Yeah.
How long they gonna keep up the streak? Looking like?
Well,
they got about two or three more. They got about 2 or 3 more in them. They should cruise tonight with a double-digit spread against who they playing?
They play Philly.
Philly
with no Paul George and no Embiid, which means they're gonna lose because that's how sports work. That's how sports work. There's no Embiid, no Paul George, no Maxey. Cavs streak will end tonight because they thinking the exact same thing that everybody else thinking. Oh, they ain't got their best players. They gonna come out lax and freaking lose. Watch.
Nah, I give them till next week.
I hope you're right.
They get to about 15, 16-0, and then it becomes too much of a thing.
Nah, but they looking good. First in the East.
Oh, we got.
Oh yeah, what's goody?
Got a question. Am I a hater if I point out something? Am I a hater against my own team that is 12-0? Am I a hater if I point out the obvious?
What's that?
That the entire Eastern Conference stinks.
Yeah.
The entire conference stinks. Like, there's 2 teams above 500. Cavs and the Celtics. The Magic, Knicks, Pacers are 500. Everybody else, including Brooklyn, Detroit, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, Charlotte, Milwaukee, Washington, Philly, and Toronto are all under 500. Is that a hater move? Is that hating if I bring that up?
I would say so because you still got to play the game and win. They 12-0 and they can't help that they in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? They balling.
And I'm sure they've played more than just Eastern Conference opponents.
I'm not sure. They beat the Warriors. They beat the Pelicans. And then everybody else has been from the East, my brother from the East. I'm just saying, like, they've also beat the Lakers. Like, look, I want to be happy. Look, scratch that. I am happy. I mean, shoot, like you said, accomplishment like this, starting the season out 12-0. They got confidence. They feeling good about themselves. They playing good basketball. That's the only thing that should matter. They shouldn't be worried about what anybody else is doing. They should be worried about themselves. But I feel like if I wasn't a Cavs fan and this was the Celtics or this was any other team out there that I don't give 2 shits about, I would point that out and be like, they ain't played nobody. These weak anyway, so they haven't done anything. I'll just point out the obvious.
I like the fact that they lost every preseason game and they've won every regular season game. So
82-0, baby.
They're killing shit.
Yeah, they playing good ball. I'm with it.
We got some injuries. The injury bug is already hit. Who we got out? Zion. We all saw this one coming, right? He is out indefinitely with a hamstring strain. Is going to be reevaluated in the coming weeks. Yes.
I got a lot of questions. Look, man, I love the association. I love basketball, but like, how come in the NBA it's always they're out indefinitely? It's never like, oh man, they out in 2 weeks and they'll be back. It's always indefinitely. The NFL dudes get the bleep kicked out of them, and
Yeah.
they tape it up, they shoot it up, they back on the field the next week like clockwork. Like we saw Tua get that nasty concussion, and he was fighting to get back on the field the very next week. They like literally had to say, no, you can't. It's against the league policy because you haven't passed X amount of protocols. But in the NBA, you get a hangnail, you out indefinitely. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's 82 games. That's why, man. It's 82 games, and they on game 12 right now. So yeah, let them rest, man. Let them rest. Last episode, you said you want them to be honest. That's why.
Well, no.
Be back when
You're
it matters.
being honest. You're being honest. They are not being honest. They are not being honest. The league is not being honest. The players aren't being honest. The teams aren't being honest. Dizzle, you're keeping it real. We know that's the truth. But like, they need to come out and say it. Like, look, man, we don't care about nothing besides the playoffs. But you can't say that. You can't say that because you're turning off the fan base. But like, out indefinitely after every injury is crazy. It's just crazy. Roll ankle, out indefinitely. Hangnail, out indefinitely. Like, it's just crazy, man.
They just put that on there because they given amplitude time for said star to heal, and a lot of these stars have had reoccurring injuries year after year, so they can't really timestamp it because it could take 2, it could take 6.
That brings us right into Kevin Durant. He's out. They said he'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Left calf strain. I mean, I don't.
That's legit though.
He out longer than 2 weeks.
That's a legit situation. You dealing with an older basketball player that has had calf strains before, and the last time he had a calf strain, he popped his Achilles. I ain't got no beef with that. That's legit.
Yeah, and Killer Kev know about them calf strains. He out longer than 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah. Last one. Chet got laid up on. I don't know if y'all saw. It wasn't even a dunk on. He just got laid up on. Hit the deck hard. What is this? Right lot. Oh, I thought I was about to say right lilac. Like, what is? Okay, a hip fracture. It's going to be checked again in 8 to 10 weeks. So, OKC, they've been on a roll. They need Chet, but they've been balling. I think I saw they started lineup. SGA was the tallest in the lineup at like 6'6" or 6'7", but they hooping.
YMCA style, boy. Did I pick SGA for MVP? Let me double check because that helps my parlay.
I think you had Luka, didn't you? Chet's a little too tall, a little too light on the lbs. He's only 207 pounds, so him falling, and I've always wondered, like, it's kind of like the medical side of me, but like some of the like bone density in some of these taller people, like that shit got to be like just snapping like spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Just so for him to have another kind of big injury this early is a little concerning, but hopefully all is well.
So to follow up on my parlay, I had SGA as points per game leader, Joker as rebounds leader, and Luka as assist leader. Dollar pays me $532. So this is good. This is very good. Give that man the ball. Shoot it. Shoot the J. Shoot it.
Shoot it.
What else we got? Father-son duo. Scottie Pippen and Scottie Pippen Jr. become the first father-son duo to both record triple doubles. Man, shout outs to them.
I gotta stop playing Scottie Pippen, man. When Jordan left to go play baseball, man, they only had 2 less wins and damn near a game 7. So Scotty still was out there doing his stuff, thizzle, man. So I gotta stop playing my guy Scotty like he was just Jordan's assistant, man.
Shouts out
Shouts
to
to
Scottie
Scotty.
Pippen Jr., man, making a name of his own, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to talk about another father and son duo here shortly.
Oh,
Got the
yes, we
G
are.
League jumping.
Bronny James have been assigned to the G League.
You
Did
don't
I?
say.
I mean, I was like, yo, get these photos off quick because he's going to be exposed quick. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to take 5, 10 games to see that. He ain't like that. So we'll see, man.
I got one little problem with Bronny in the G League. He's probably making more money than everybody in the G League combined. So that's gonna lead to a whole bunch of like grown men, 28-year-olds, like like
Yeah.
he gonna fuck around and get hurt in the G League.
And I saw, I think Windhorse said he's only part-time in the G League. Like he's only doing the home games and he's not traveling with them. So the nepotism is real, man. Definitely getting some perks. He gonna be. That's when
Welcome
you
to
know
the
you
good
JV,
life.
you JV and you dress varsity and you know you're not about to be playing for real.
Man, I want to hate on this so bad, but I can't because we all knew this was going to happen, man. Like, LeBron was not about to have his son out here traveling on a bus from LA to Iowa and
Why
then staying
not,
at the most because it's LeBron James and LeBron James flexes his power.
man?
I'm not even mad at it though. I mean, I don't necessarily think that it's cool or anything like that, but like you I don't think you can do that. Like like his celebrity is so much that it's gonna cause a bigger disruption on the road than it would at home. At least at home, you have some type of control over the setting. You have control over security. Like some of these places they be playing these G League games are literally in the middle of nowhere.
Trent
Like,
Arena.
yeah,
Man, run that shit up. They would sell out everywhere they go. And he need the development. He's literally not traveling to these games that he could be getting up shots 30 plus minutes to just sit on the end of the bench. Maybe he might get in for 5 minutes, maybe not.
So Dizzle, you
Like
watch more G League than I do. How much time you think he's gonna actually get in the G League?
he's going to be there the whole year.
No. How much burn? Like how many minutes?
Ah, he should be starting. You got the main attraction that is deserving to be in the G League. I give him that. So yeah, start him, run up them jersey sales of the South Bay Lakers, Caitlin Clark effect, the G League, literally. That shit'll be playing like we'll start seeing those games. If he starts balling out in the G League, best believe they televising that. Like, come on now.
That nigga ain't gonna get no burn in the G League, man. He ain't gonna like man. The
He gonna be warming
absolute
the bench in the G League.
at the absolute worst thing he could do is play in the
Uh,
G League, and it's one thing to get exposed in the league. It's another thing to get exposed in the G League.
Man. So
Like,
you saying they saving him for the big lights and he might get exposed in the G League? Come on, man.
yes, dudes out there in the G League is starving. Like these dudes in the G League are like, all right, man, I'm gonna get this G League shit one more ride, and after this, I'm going over to, overseas to China or Slovakia to play in that league. Like, so, like these dudes are starving for the NBA. I don't see the hunger there for Bronny, and most importantly, I don't see the skills. Like, and like, I think that just needs to be said. Like, dude just ain't good enough. Like, and like people are like, oh man, he just got to develop. He got to grow into it. Like, nah, no, it just is what it is, man.
Right.
Like I was never going to play D1 football. I was never going to play D1 basketball. No matter how hard I worked, no matter how many jump shots I shot after practice, how many times I went to the park, how many passes I caught on the jug machine, I was never going to make it to any college to play any sports.
But if you had 24/7 access to top tier everything, you would improve.
Zero. Ain't got it. Ain't have the athleticism. Ain't have it. It's genetics, man. It's genetics. Some people win the genetic lottery. Some people don't. LeBron James Sr. won the genetic lottery and then had the work ethic and made it happen. LeBron James Jr. did not win the genetic lottery because he is only 6 foot tall.
Here come Bryce.
I'm just saying, man. People need to
gonna
call
do
it
it
how
again.
it is, man.
Man.
Now, could
Are
he
we?
come here and embarrass me? Absolutely, but that ain't hard to do.
He need to be in the G League full time, man. Bring him up if he start balling. If not, y'all had y'all shot for the picture. You know what I'm saying? y'all manufactured it a little too much, bro. Just let him play, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Man, if he get embarrassed in the G League,
Or
yikes.
what if he just develop? You know what I'm saying? So
Put
get
something
that,
on it. What's
man.
develop? What's develop? You tell me what develop is.
Reps, confidence,
No.
like
I'm saying he develops into what NBA comp?
Thanasis, man. I already told y'all. That's his NBA comp, man. He'll be good enough to at least be there. You know what I'm saying? Thanasis is a respectable player.
Patrick Beverly is a respectable player.
Man.
Mitchell that used to play for the Kings. He's a
Davion
respectable.
Mitchell.
Yeah, he's
I,
a respectable
okay.
NBA player. Like if he ever got to that, one of
Yeah.
those, I'll be like, "You did your thing, kid. That's respect." But
He'll get
I just
somewhere.
don't think he gonna get that, man.
He'll get somewhere in between Daquan Cook and Mario Chalmers. That's where I put him.
A
Over.
3-point champion and an NBA champion. That's you got some high expectations for this kid.
Oh, it's gonna happen. The NBA just like the Chiefs. The Chiefs gonna win.
Man.
They gonna let Bronny get one. They gonna let Bronny get one. Oh yeah.
The NBA could want these things to happen, but there's another person in front of them every single play. And if somebody want that ball, they're gonna take that ball. That you can imagine him on an island with Ja. Like, look at the athleticism that Ja possesses. They're about the same height.
He'll draw the foul. He'll Brunson.
Ja
Hit him with
will
that
destroy
Brunson.
this kid, man.
Hit him with that Brunson.
When
Yeah.
Ja was his age at Murray State, putting up 35 points, that was an NBA player. Bronny not
We
an
know
NBA player, man.
we know this. We know this. And that's why we like give him his reps. Give him his reps. But nah.
Just in case.
Yeah. Pull
Just
him
in
up
case
some games.
he hit that growth spurt.
He'll be all right, man. Bronny will be all right. Definitely want to give some prayers out to Greg Popovich and his family, man. He suffered a mild stroke on November the 2nd. Expected to make a full recovery, but we don't know when he's going to return or if he's going to return. I don't think that's been discussed yet. So, shout outs to Pop.
Indeed. Prayers up.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk NFL, man. We had some good games. Killer, you wanna give a
No.
quick Bengals Ravens recap, man? That was a good game.
Yeah, it was, but them bitch ass niggas was scared to go to overtime.
So
They
you
was
mad at
scared.
them? You mad at
Hell
them trying to go for
yeah.
two?
Nigga, Burrow had 812 passing yards and Chase had 430 receiving yards. We could have took a shot at overtime. We lost the last game.
I can't wait for my brother Peanut to listen to this part of the podcast. He's a crazy Cincinnati Bengals fan. He went to the Super Bowl in LA to watch his Bengals. So, Killer, the floor is yours. He's gonna text me as soon as he gets to this part. So I want to hear what you got to say.
Good. They lost the first one to a botched field goal to send the game to win it, and then went to overtime and lost. They get to this one, they got a chance to tie it up. Tie it up with the extra point to go to overtime, and just I didn't like the call, man. I didn't like the call because then they went out there and like hesitated, and then called a timeout and still came out and did it. So you got everybody 4 minutes of rest to get ready for this one play to decide the game on a game where it was another shootout. Like let it go to overtime and let's see what happened. I just wasn't a fan of the call.
I was a fan of it. I like the aggressiveness. I like the fact that Coach was super aggressive all game long. He kept that same energy when they scored the touchdown. They could have went for two. You weren't stopping Lamar Jackson at that point. You know, at like 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Y'all up 21-7.
Yeah, man.
Dude fumbled a rock, one play touchdown. And
Yeah.
then after that, Lamar Jackson was on fire. And once he's on fire, man, ain't no stopping him. So you go up, you kick the field goal, throw the extra point to tie it up. You really thought the defense was gonna stop him? I don't.
We might not have had to. We might have got the ball first and score.
Maybe, but you leave it up to a coin flip.
Yeah,
I rather have the ball. I rather have the ball in Joe Burrow's hands. My biggest thing is I would have threw it to Chase if he was quadruple team. Like he was out here doing some crazy ish. Big Uno was out here balling. He had almost 300 yards receiving. That's some video game shit.
Yeah, I have Burrow and Chase in my fantasy football league, and after Thursday night, I had 133 points to 0 and ended up winning with over 200 points for the week. So
wow,
I was already in dub status after Thursday for real. So
I saw somebody online had him Joe Burrow and Jamar and still lost. I'm like, God
how is
damn.
that possible? Who the dude have, Lamar?
Right.
I don't know, but yeah, the dude won by like 1 point. But that's funny.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about your Steelers, man. They looking good. Got a quick dub over the Commanders. 7-2.
Man. So I'm watching that game in the car ride home, man, and we're letting Russ cook, but the meal was not very good until he threw one of them damn miracle passes that go all the way up to the heavens and come down to the receiver's hands. I don't know how he completes that crap. I appreciate it. We are 7-2, feeling good. We got the Ravens this week, and then we got the Browns on Thursday Night Football the following week. So we need to get one of these two games. I know we're not going to win out or anything crazy like that, but we got to get one of these games versus the Ravens or versus the Cleveland Browns on Thursday. I would prefer the Browns game because I live with a Browns fan.
Did anybody see Russell Wilson's dance? He been hanging around Sierra too long. Thought he had some moves. That wasn't it.
And she need to put it back on him.
Yeah, that wasn't it. This little dabba do whatever he was doing. It was terrible.
Big terrible. Hey man, look. Everybody knows Russ is a cornball, but hey, guess what covers up being a cornball? Winning games. You can be as corny as you want as long as you win a football game. So as long as we win, I ain't got nothing to say about the corny dances, the corny sayings, the nothing. Hey, you keep throwing touchdown passes, we keep winning football games. Zip.
Yeah. He means well.
Yeah.
What else we got? Chiefs undefeated. What it's looking like, man. Another year, another champ for the Chiefs.
They looking like you, man, undefeated.
Yeah, man. They out here blocking field goals for the win, walk-off style. I mean, it's crazy. The Chiefs just like are not allowed to lose. Taylor got to be happy.
So I ain't even been watching the games. Are they still flicking to her like they was doing the last year? Okay.
Yeah, when she at the game, she get more clock than Trav and Pat. She on the screen just as much.
Okay.
Yeah. Quite annoying.
Very.
Last one for NFL talk. I know we was talking about the Ravens. We all know Lamar Jackson going crazy right now. Were they gonna snub him of the MVP, or they, you gotta give it to him because he's going crazy?
I think whoever wins the AFC, like whoever comes out of the AFC between Pat and Lamar, that's who's gonna do it because they both leading their teams. One's undefeated. One would be, the record would be flopped if they weren't there. So Lamar's more valuable to me, but I think Pat just gets that seniority almost. That I've been here before. I've won these chips. I'm the face of the league, kind of. We right here neck and neck. So whoever takes that hump or gets the team there, I think wins the MVP.
I'm a little bit on the other side. I think that Josh Allen still has a chance to win MVP. But I think Lamar is playing the best. best ball of all three of them dudes by far. Actually, I think Patrick Mahomes is not playing good football right now, turning the ball over like a madman. They're,
Mhm.
finding ways to win, which is respectable, with defense and with special teams and with offense some games. But like you look at the numbers, you look at the games, the dudes that are balling is Lamar and Josh Allen. And I think that Josh Allen, they played the Chiefs this week. If they're able to win this game, I think this propels him into winning the MVP because I think the Ravens are going to not want to take a step back, but like, all right, they're going to lose a game or two down here in the back stretch. And I think that the teams that the Bills have to play, they're going to run through the Jets. They're going to run through the Patriots. Uh, they've already beat the Dolphins. So, like, I think that it's going to be Josh Allen's MVP award once it's all said and done.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it for football. We got boxing event of the decade. Are y'all tuned in? Y'all ready for this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight? What's the over under? What we looking like?
Jake Paul is the extreme favorite. Jake Paul is like -2 something, and Tyson is plus something. They saying Jake Paul is winning this. I disagree.
You put some money. You
Mike
put some money on it.
I might add him to a parlay on something for college football on Saturday, but I think Tyson knocks him out. I think it's that grown man punch. I know we talked about this before. We're all worried about can 50-year-old Tyson take this 27-year-old prime punch, but I'm
58.
also worried about can Jake Paul take this Tyson punch. So we've seen older boxers before do well. So we gotta see.
Kev, what you thinking, man?
And aren't they doing like 2-minute rounds? It's something that's different. They're doing like
Are they?
I think it's like 8 2-minute rounds. So it's almost like it's probably gonna end up being trash, like exhibition style. Like
That's right.
I'll say it like this. I'm rooting for Iron Mike Tyson. I grew up on Mike Tyson. Always been a fan of Mike Tyson. Quick story about Mike Tyson. There was this restaurant in Cleveland right down the street from where I grew up in our neighborhood. So Mike Tyson coming to the hood was like literally a thing. Like he would come to our neighborhood and we would see Tyson pull up with Don King in a limo. They go in there, they eat, they come out taking pictures, you know what I'm saying, with all the kids and everybody, all the dope fiends, everything. It was dope. It was always a time when Tyson would come. With that being said, Tyson is almost 60 years old. If Jake Paul cannot beat a 60-year-old man, is something wrong. He should be able to beat up a 60-year-old man. I don't care if he was the baddest man on the planet back in 1988. It is 2024. Jake Paul should knock Mike Tyson out if this is a real fight. If Mike Tyson beats him, Jake Paul needs to go away forever. If you let a 60-year-old man beat you up at the age of 27, you should go away forever.
Yeah.
So y'all remember the Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight, right? Y'all do remember seeing that? What?
Yes.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
He didn't look good then. He didn't look good at all. And this 4 years later, I think he just had like a health scare. Something happened where
on the airplane.
Yeah. Like what? Why is this still happening, bro? Jake gonna knock him out, man. It's gonna be bad. And I almost don't want to watch it because I don't want to see. You remember how Nate Robinson was laid out? I couldn't watch that. I couldn't go online. I would hate to see Mike Tyson get laid out, man. That's not gonna be good for the community.
Nah, that ain't happening.
How much you putting down? How much you putting down, Killer?
I might put 10 on it but I gotta add it to a parlay. It gotta be. I need more than plus 100. So 10 win you 17 ain't enough. I need Buckeyes. I need I need some other picks in there to add some sauce to it. But I'm picking Tyson.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So Dizzle, what's your official pick?
They not about to let Jake Paul get knocked out, man. He's still a money maker. He's gonna win this fight. Mike Tyson's gonna put up a good one, but he's gonna get knocked down. It might. I don't know, bro. It's gonna be bad, but I'm going Jake Paul.
Let me see this. Mike Tyson to win fight in 5th round, 500. I don't know. Jake Paul gonna win if this is a real fight. If this is a exhibition, then it's gonna do a little drawski. But if this is a real fight, Jake Paul is gonna win. But I'm rooting for Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Let that be
All right.
known. Let that be known.
Yeah, it's going down Friday, so definitely be tuned in on Netflix.
Yes, sir.
That's it
Killer
for
was
sports.
popping in the world of entertainment, man.
We got a Diddy update. So these here Diddy freak offs, they had, of course, the NDAs, the non-disclosures, and allegedly it prohibits any guest from revealing anything about him while he is alive and after he dies, 20 years after his death.
Man.
So all these people that came to this party willingly, hopefully, signed this NDA willingly, hopefully. They can't really say shit. So it makes it a little interesting when we get to court, because if they got all these signed NDAs, what we talk about? We can't talk about shit. So
I got an oldie but goodie. This before your day, Dizzle. You ain't never heard this one before? Killer, tell him.
Freak holes! Freak holes! About that ass at the knees, touch the elbows.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's
man.
Master P back in like '96, man.
So you think he getting this off, man? Because we gotta talk about it, man. Trump's in office and he throws out them pardons. He throws them shits out like hotcakes. I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm not the legal. I don't know all the legality, but from what I've heard, the NDAs, like when it's put to court, like the NDAs don't matter. If you're on the stand, like you got to spill the beans.
Okay.
You can plead the 5th, but pleading the 5th is basically acknowledging the shit. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Wild times, bruv.
Yeah. Lil Durk. So we all know what happened to Lil Durk. He has reportedly received 3 new charges in his murder for hire case. Those new charges are 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, and 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun and possession of such firearms and furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death.
Damn.
So sound like he's definitely in some shit.
Big shit.
Basically, yeah.
So
we gonna see, man. We gonna see. We would like to think like Young Thug getting through his case gives Dirk a little hope and figuring it out. Like, gotta get the same lawyer, get this, go grab him. But yeah, man, we'll see.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's got to be hope. I mean, shoot, Lucci's allegedly getting out next year. You know what I'm saying? He was facing big time. Looked like he only gonna do like 4 or 5 years. So, Dirk, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You might have to sing on somebody because niggas are singing on you.
Yeah, man. Nipsey Hussle's killer, Eric Holder, tried to appeal his 60-year prison sentence, and that shit was denied. So he'll be sitting there serving that hot 60. So I think that was from a 2022 conviction. I think is when they did that. So we looking at I'll be 100 years old when he get out. So
hold that L, cuz. Hold that
man.
L.
Yeah, man. So we gotta talk about some Grammys. Kendrick Lamar. He got a lot of nominations. Best rap performer. Record of the
Okay.
year. Not
yeah.
Like Us. Song of the year. Not Like Us. Best music video. Guess what it is? Not Like Us. So, hey, kid, it's safe to say, Not Like Us is hitting that Super Bowl stage, wouldn't you say?
It's definitely happening, man.
Y'all might be right. I might be wrong. Y'all might be right. My question for that is, how many y'all think he win?
How many is that? Like six? Six
1, 2,
nominations?
5.
Five for that song alone.
I say he gets best rap performance, record of the year, song of the year. I'll say he gets 3.
He get 3. He get 3. They gonna get Sabrina Carpenter or something. She out here.
There's got to be
He'll get
other. There's got to be other
yeah
music videos better than Not Like Us, because
Right.
to be honest, that shit was just
a regular rap
a
video.
mob of people. Like,
I think the best part of the video was his wife doing in the kids crib walking. I think that's the best part of the video.
Yeah.
I think it's a guaranteed 2 for rap performance and rap song. I think that's a guarantee. He might be able to sneak in song of the year. Might.
Mhm.
I don't know.
But
That Shibuya song is out there, ain't it?
It is, yeah.
oh Lord. Oh Lord. He's definitely getting 2. He's definitely getting 2 for sure. For sure. That's like without even asking a question.
Yeah. So then let's see what else we got in entertainment. Snoop Dogg, his TV show Fatherhood returns with a focus on his daughter Corey Brodus' wedding on December 5th. So it sounds like they're doing a whole kind of tying in this wedding into the season.
Yeah.
Okay. How old is Corey? Do we know?
I believe she's like 24.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
How old was you when you got married?
Oh shit, let me do the math. 31, I think.
Dizzle?
Let me get married at 23.
I was 26. So yeah,
Man,
that's about right.
I got a question. Well, shoot, this is mainly just a question for a killer, man. Like, daughter getting married. You have 3 daughters. What are your thoughts?
Come on, Ohio Lottery. Come on. No, I mean, so having a 16, soon to be 17-year-old in like 2 months, which is bananas. She has a boyfriend. They are right now at church. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Doing it kind of the right way, I would say. Getting to know each other very slowly, no rushing into anything. You gotta let them. You gotta kind of not let them go, but you gotta let them live. Like, it's one thing to be a dad that's no, and very stern and strict and militant, and I have a few of those features for sure. But also knowing that they didn't grow up like we did. They didn't, pass around the porno VHS through the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their questions that they have, they can go ask, they can go look, they can go find out. And I really do think it's how we raised them. So I think my kids, I can speak for mine, are raised in a very open, come talk to me and let's figure it out kind of atmosphere. So I try not to be, the one that's like, no, you can't, because I was doing it 2 years before she's thinking about doing it now. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be very hypocritical in that regard. So I try to just to be telling her the ins and outs of how this goes, and heartbreak might be coming. It might not. You might marry this guy and live happily ever after, but odds are I've been in a high school relationship or two myself. But look at Dizzle's story. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You got some models to look after, but I think it's dope that they get to this part and I'm still here to experience it with them. So
Dope.
lastly I got for entertainment, Denzel. Big news on Denzel. He has a upcoming role in Black Panther 3. One of the final roles before he retires, quote unquote. So he is thinking about retiring, and Black Panther 3 might be an exit strategy, or he might do a few more. But I like Denzel's going to be in Black Panther. What y'all thoughts?
The legend, the GOAT. Look, man, everybody knows this, that I think that Denzel Washington and Tom Hanks are the two greatest actors of all time.
Yeah.
Like, they've done comedies, they've done dramas, they've done action movies, they've done it all. Like, those two dudes are my favorite actors of all time. But beyond anything, man, Denzel Washington is my favorite actor of all time. So I always like to do these like little exercises with myself, like a legendary actor or a legendary producer or director. I always like go to Wikipedia and look at their catalog and see how many movies I've seen of theirs. Like, I've seen like about 95% of Denzel Washington movies, like, which is crazy. Like, just insane, man. And we ain't talking just like, the Malcolm X or the He Got Games. Like, I've seen the Mighty
Oh,
back in the day with him and Robert Townsend. So I was a kid, and to see Denzel Washington in Black Panther 3 is gonna be amazing.
yes, sir.
They had to get somebody to help him out, bro. Let's be real. Black Panther 2 wasn't it. Like, they had to find somebody to lead the charge, man. Because who's the main people? Are we what's the storyline? Do you know what they're gonna do with the story? See, I don't know if he's frozen.
I know.
Or
I think he's
man. So, Killer, have you seen Black Panther 2? Because I don't.
Yes.
So what I remember, it was not lit like the first one. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that is in part to them not recasting T'Challa, right? So I don't know what character. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I had to get a picture of that one.
Kev, I don't know if you can hear us, but you are frozen. You look like the what was
Home
that
Alone.
shit? Yeah.
Kevin.
Oh shit. That's funny. See, yeah,
man.
he's still frozen. We're gonna have to wrap this up, man.
Yeah,
you got the quick.
I guess we gotta do the quick hitters. So quick hitters, we gotta do election day recap.
Oh shoot!
Oh wait, is he coming back? Oh no, wait, no. Yeah, Donald Trump got elected as the 47th president of the United States.
We all seen this coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there was any real. I hate to say it, but it was just so far gone. You know, Kamala wasn't really the chosen one. She was just in a position to be, going up against Trump. So
yeah,
I think, oh, is Kev back?
There we go.
That's...
Quick technical hitters. Difficulty. Quick, wait. Before we get to quick hitters, we gotta rewind because the great Chadwick Boseman struck down from the heavens and said, "Y'all not about to hate on the Black Panther 2." Dizzle, explain yourself.
Man, Black Panther 2 was just not as lit as the first one, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It just didn't. It didn't hit, and a lot of that is just because they didn't recast T'Challa, man. So it's like they needed a heavy hitter to reel folks back in for the third one. Like, I wouldn't be as excited about a third one without hearing that news. Let's be real about it. And I'm gonna need to see some fire trailers for me to really get about it, because we gonna see, bro. We just gonna see. But they needed Denzel.
So let me say this. I believe you're absolutely right. It was not as good as the first one, but I don't think even if Chadwick Boseman didn't pass away, it would have been as good as the first one. It wouldn't have had the same hype as the first one, because the first one was just something totally different, something we've never seen. I mean, I went to the movie dressed in my garb. It was a beautiful sight. It was just a sad ass movie. It's just a sad ass movie. Like, you go into that movie knowing what's about to happen. Like, okay, well, we know Chadwick Boseman's not in the movie. We know we about to see some sad shit. The trailer was super sad. And then what happened in the movie with Angela Bassett passing away in the movie made the shit even sadder, even though, like, she's not gone in real life. But the shit was just a sad-ass movie. So I've only seen that movie once. It was in theaters. I tried to rewatch it before. I was like, man, this shit is just too sad. Like, I can't rewatch this. My mom has never watched the movie. And she loves the Marvel movies. It's just like, hey man, I can't do this because it's like too close to home. But with the addition of the greatest actor of all time and one major rumor out there, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm gonna put that out here on the pod. There is a rumor that Franklin Saint is coming to the MCU. And the rumor is he's gonna play T'Challa's son. So you know, and take like you want to talk about you want to talk about bringing them out. You want to talk about bringing them out.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
You talk about bringing that.
No, Kev, because when he start yelling, all we gonna hear is brick by brick. Like, nah, bro, it's not gonna. Nah, bro.
So what's Denzel gonna be like? Like Jakara, and ain't that one of the characters? Like, there ain't too many spots for Denzel.
It's always a spot for Unc. It's always a spot for Unc, man. And you know, you got the Captain America coming out. The new one, they got John Carlos Esposito in there. You know what I'm saying? AKA Gus, AKA Dean Big Brother Almighty. Like, man, we MCU was out here working, man. I'm here for all the smoke.
While we talking about it, have y'all checked out The Penguin?
I have not. It's on the docket though. It's on the docket.
I heard that it was good.
That shit was fire. Yeah, the season's over. I think it's 8 episodes. Make me want to like go back and rewatch the movies and shit. Like, oh, okay, yeah, they did their thing.
Bet. I'm with the shits. I'm gonna add that to the repertoire. Well, Killer, go ahead. Quick hitters. What we got?
Yeah, we kind of started it without you. Didn't know if he's coming back, so we.
I got pissed off.
Election recap. Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
Who?
And Donald J. Trump.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like he bringing the whole squad with him. He got the House, he got the Senate, he got Elon, he got
Bernie
Fox
Moreno.
News host. So it sounds like a lot of Florida people getting jobs. But he will be our 47th president. So I kind of saw it coming. There was a lot of disturbances amongst populations of people that considered Democrat last time, and how close that ran last time. You start throwing in black man or Hispanic man or said, whatever is considering a different avenue. I was like, well, that's going to lead down one path, because we didn't win those Pennsylvanias and North Carolinas and Georgias by much in 2020. So I kind of had a bad feeling about it, but I mean, to each his own. So
I went to bed relatively early. Once they said Georgia was too close to call, I was like, it's a wrap. When Georgia's too close to call, when North Carolina's too close to call, Pennsylvania, I was like, well, she's not winning, bro. It's time to go to bed. It's only 10:30. She's not winning.
Right.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
No, but you were saying something about it as I was logging back on.
Next season of America about to be crazy. That's all I got to say, man. I know it's a lot of shit about to be happening. I was just saying, like, I don't think, when we found out that it was Trump versus Kamala, I didn't really think it was gonna go any differently, man. Trump right now is 2-0 against lady candidates, so we're gonna have to figure something out, bro.
And one thing that people aren't really saying, he's probably gonna get at least 2 more Supreme Court seats while he's in his term. So that would bring his number to like 5 that he's put in the Supreme Court.
Lifetime positions too.
Yeah. So
that is a flaw in the judicial system. Nobody should have a job forever. Nobody should have a job until they die. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm not gonna work at the radio station until I punch out. Like, come on, dude. Like, there should be way better. And it's not just a Republican or Democratic thing. Like, nobody should have that job for eternity, which is the dumbest thing on the planet. Like, you can't be the president forever. So why should you be a judge on the Supreme Court forever? Like, It is trash system, trash way to do it. Like, I'm not saying that he didn't win the presidency fair and square. We voted, he won, fine, it is what it is. But like that whole situation with the judges has always been trash to me.
Yeah, gonna be interesting.
Indeed. What else we got, bro? It's all you, man.
Okay, Spirit Airlines is preparing to file for bankruptcy. I think I had one Spirit flight in my life. Probably never again. So I'm here for the bankruptcy.
Y'all, I mean like cheap flights. They gonna lower the prices.
This probably means a merger with somebody's coming soon, or something of that nature. But it's probably going to be a back end deal versus not seeing it for the consumer. I don't think the consumer feels the bankruptcy effect. I think it just keeps them afloat. So.
Okay. Never flown Spirit. Flown Frontier one time and one time only. It was a horrible experience. So Frontier messed it up for. Shit. I would never fly Spirit then. Yeah. I mean, shoot, American ain't the greatest in the world either, but you got to be better than Spirit or Frontier.
Definitely. Yes.
So y'all live in a city where there's a Target. Looks like Target is opening in-store bars and rolling out their very own margarita called Targarita. So y'all gonna be spending some time in Target because Target is supposed to be like the who's of Walmart's, right?
Yeah, that's about right. Nah, man, this is bad for the community. My wife already spent too much time in Target. Now she got another reason to just go and walk around.
Well, I think it's gonna be mad dads in the bar. The wife's gonna be hitting the store. I think it's gonna be mad dads sitting there just having their yingling, waiting for the bell to ring so they can go home.
That's exactly what I was saying. Well, I'm with it because it gave me something to do while she in there shopping. Like, all right, man, I can only look at so many TVs and video games that I'm never going to buy and magazines for so long. All right, man, let me go get me a brew. Let me go get me a margarita, watch some TV on my phone while she out here shopping till she drops. So I'm with it.
Right. Final thing I got in the quick hitters, man. I think this was last week, but it's still But it's still crazy. In South California, South California, 43 monkeys that was in a facility for research came together, mobbed up, and escaped. Mm-hmm. They searching for the monkeys, and the residents have been warned to lock all your doors and windows. Let me tell you something right now. If I see 27 or 43 monkeys coming down my street, it's it's going down. That's Alfred Hitchcock Bird level right there. That's a little too many monkeys at once.
Look, man, it's a great movie called Planet of the Apes. And the remake to the movie Planet of the Apes, one of the best trilogies I've ever seen. Great movie. And also they got a brand new one out that came out recently. That's what just happened. These monkeys is teaming up. You got research monkeys that are smarter. They're breaking out. Little outbreak monkeys, man. Y'all ever seen the movie Outbreak?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically, similar situation. A monkey that got like one of these Ebola viruses breaks out, start bleeding all over the place, spread it all around the people. That's what's about to happen in South Carolina, man. Put your mask on, get your gas out, eliminate these monkeys.
And they always tell you half the story. Like they could have been researching these monkeys to become bodybuilders, or they could. You know what I'm saying? Like who knows what they was researching? It could have been something crazy, and they don't tell you. They just say, "Oh, we got to get them back." So that's
they said they got one back. One of them.
That means he was the slow one. The other 40 out there in full sprint, tree to tree, just letting it go.
Exactly. So this is something we probably should have Googled. Like we all know, like the term humping like rabbits, because rabbits have sex and they multiply like that. How fast do monkeys reproduce?
Mm-hmm.
See, because
is it monkeys in South Carolina like normally?
That's a good question.
It was in Florida. Was it in California or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Oh shit! I thought it was.
Like is that their regular nature? They just go back to their hood and just be cool. Where they going? South side.
So
West side, South side.
It say females give birth every 4 to 5 years.
Okay. We got some time.
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
So
go put some Plan B and some bananas.
By the time Trump get out of office, we should have more monkeys around. So.
If he gets out of office.
That might have been our last time voting.
Man. What a way to wrap up the pod, man. You can't make this up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
We out till next week.
Peace.
And oh yeah, one quick thing. Shouts out to my guy / barber Gus. He put me on blast. Last time I got a cut, he told me I need to brush my hair before I jump on the pod, making his business look bad. So, you know what I'm saying? Gus, I'll brush my hair before jumping on the pod, strictly for you. Go holler at my man Gus. Go get a cut. We out.
Peace.